Timmy Bosley will be racing in that hot shot feature race, going for $2,000 to win. Timmy Bosley in the 30, yellow 30. That's Tim Bosley's son, Timmy, and he will be in the hot shot feature race later on tonight. Once again, appreciate everybody being with us here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. Appreciate you listening on the audio cast. You can like us on Facebook at East Alabama Motor Speedway. That'll give you an update on what's going on here at the racetrack, and also a link to our website, eamsdirt.com, eamsdirt.com. We're excited about our big events coming up here at the end of September. The 46th Annual Alabama State Championship Race, and also the 44th Annual National 100 coming up in November. There were two big races of the year for us, and we're so glad, and we're glad to have the National Late Model Supercar Series here with us, and also the SCDRA cars, and also we're glad for each and every driver and each and every class being here with us tonight. Folks, why don't you give these drivers a round of applause out there for being here with us. Give them a round of applause, all these drivers. Give them a round of applause, because if it wasn't for these drivers out here, we wouldn't have a show to put on for you here at East Alabama Speedway. Because I sure ain't get my white little Ford Fusion out there and showing y'all how to do it. So, Theta Chi in the house with us from Auburn University. Glad to have the guys out with us again, and they brought their friends. And we're glad to come in from
new fans this weekend.
Yeah, we got some new fans. They had such a great time, they called back and wanted to come back, and here they are. All right, green flags in there. We're back underway. 602s. Rocket Man Richie Stevens going to take them over in turn one.
Back for the restart. They're going to try to go 3 wide for second. Down, well, check that. That was actually for the lead. To the back straightaway. Stevens will go to the outside lane. Wiley McDaniel on the bottom. He'll carry Bubba Gorman with him, and they're 3 wide for fourth. And the white flag goes in the air. One more lap to go in the 602 late model Sportsman. Michael, there's no way they ran 30 laps, so they must have condensed this thing due to time constraints. As Lane Daniel spins again. David Laney spins in 4. It's Rocket Man Richie Stevens to win. Richie Stevens will take the checkered flag. Wiley McDaniel will go second. Bubba Gorman third, and they're still spinning on the cool-down lap.
Round of applause from the Rocket Man, Richie Stevens, your winner for the 602 Sportsman feature win for the first annual summer shootout. Richie Stevens will pull through the scales to make it official and move into the East Alabama Speedway. There's a friend of mine that's down there tonight. He can hear me loud and clear. I know he can. He's got his little buggy down there, Eric Gano from EPA Photography. He's down there tonight taking pictures, and we're so thankful and grateful that Eric's here with us this weekend. All right, we're going to show him some love when he gets out of the car, pulls that helmet off, and the 69 Love Stuff. He'll pull it off that big old head of his, and he'll get out. We'll give him a round of applause, show him some love. Bubba Gorman pulling in right with Wiley McDaniel. Your top 3. There he is, the Rocket Man coming out. There he is, the Rocket Man, Richie Stevens. Rocket Man Richie Stevens, first outing on that car here at East Alabama Motor Speedway this season. Rocket Man Richie Stevens with the win. Going back to congratulate Bubba Gorman and Wiley McDaniel on their great race that they had. The SCDRA guys are coming up next. SCDRA front-wheel drive guys are coming up next. Here they come on the track. We're going to turn it over to Wesley. I'm going to take me a little drink break.
Getting ready for the front-wheel drives now. The SCDRA front-wheel drive division. They'll be ready to go for 40 laps. 40 laps in this race for the first time ever on the speedway for the drivers of the front-wheel drive, sanctioned by the SCDRA, which is the Sport Compact Dirt Racing Association. They're going to go 40 laps Rocket Man, it don't matter what kind of car you're in, you can get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Richie Stevens in 69. And I know Team Love Stuff has got to be happy as well. Not going to go into full conversation about what Love Stuff is, but they are an awesome store, great people. And if you're interested in that type of merchandise or things to spice up your life, they'd love to have you. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go front-wheel drive racing, shall we? And it's going to be 40 laps the distance. On the pole, the king of the SCDRA. Last year in 2017, he pocketed over over $70,000 in 2017 in front-wheel drive competition. From Pooler, Georgia, former NASCAR competitor, it is Andrew Smith. He'll be on the pole. To the outside, Jonathan Surratt. Those are your heat race winners from last night. He'll make up row number 1. Row number 2, Casey Shane in the 11S. And to the outside of that machine is going to be Gary Watson in the 1G. Row 3 to the inside, Jamie Moser in 23M to the outside, Josh Atkins in 01. Row 4 as the field begins to roll. The Lightning McQueen colors of Jacob Pride in the 95 and Chelsea Lallier in the Dynaco colors 15J. Row number 5, starting 9, John Wyndham in the 65, followed by Zachary Harmon in the 56. We move on to row 6 now inside. Bruce Denton in the 74 to the outside. It's going to be Payne Pickles in the 05. Moving on now to row 7, Walker Wyndham in the 72 and Clint Thornton in the Amsoil Express makes up row 7. David Smoot will start inside in 15th of row 8 to the 17 to the outside, Billy Barrington in the 70. And the final row, Jay Swin in the J38, and to the outside, Travis Allen in the 5+. So there's your lineup as they'll get ready to go. 40 laps. History in the making for the first time ever. The front wheel drives here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. And the front wheel drive super late model Jamboree coming to you. Ladies and gentlemen, they have never raced an A-Main here until now. You're a part of history, race fans. Get on your feet. Get on your feet. Wave your hats. Wave your hands. Give them a wave as they come out of turn number 4. We're green flag. Green flag in the air. We're underway for the front wheel drive. So they're going to dive off 3 wide for the lead into turn number 1. Contacts made, and they're going to collect them and rack them and stack them in the back. Trouble in turn number 2. Several cars are involved. My correction, they said it was 40 laps. Now it's going to be 30 laps. 30 laps the distance for the front wheel drives. It's 30 laps now. Jonathan Surratt has got collected in the incident. So did car number 6. And an incident involving 2 or 3 more cars, and including one of the men on the front row involved. And we go under caution and did not even get a lap complete. Under caution, no laps complete. Incident involving 2 cars exiting off of turn number 2. And understanding this race is now 30 laps the distance. 30 laps for the front wheel drives of the SCDRA. Again, the Sport Compact Dirt Racing Association is where the front wheel drive program got started up. Again, also thank you to Mark Newton, the Mad Dog himself, from the Mini Stock Minute Live Race Report, for helping make this race possible too. And understanding that all drivers are going to go back to their original spots. Why? If you're new to the racing here at the Speedway, no laps were complete. So all drivers are going to go back to their original starting position, except for if anybody decided to exit the racetrack to go to get checked out for damages, repairs, and whatnot. But if you stayed on the racetrack, you get your starting position back. That's why your man that was involved in the incident on the front row, Jonathan Surratt, on the outside of row 1, will go back to his second starting position. So they'll get ready to try to go one more time here. 30 laps, take number 2 for the front-wheel drive SCDRA here at the East Alabama Motor Speedway. First time ever again at this racetrack. 30 laps the distance for this division. They'll exit off of turn 4. Here they come off the corner. Back underway, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag, and you have a race. 3 and 4 wide. These cars will battle into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. And oh my goodness, car bouncing hard to the inside pit wall. It's the silver and orange machine. Yellow flag coming out over the speedway, and I'm going to wonder if they're going to call this a lap complete or not, as the caution is out. And he hit the front end of that car hard into the inside retaining wall. So we go under caution. Problems on the back straightaway. And they're going to send out the safety crews, tow trucks, to clear that incident up on the backstretch. And we'll get ready to go back for the restart here in just a moment. As we'll check and see if we got a lap scored, as we are under yellow flag conditions. And you've got your lead car, Andrew Smith, pulling into the pit area. Oh my goodness, problems on the entrance of pit road to the back straightaway for the man I call the king of the SCDRA, Pooler, Georgia's Andrew Smith, with a problem on the lead car, exiting in the opening lap onto the pit area. He's being checked out. I thought at first they were going to lift the hood, check something with the motor. Now they cannot figure out what's going on. They're totally circling around, looking at the back end, the rear end of the car, and now he will roll away off pit road. Doesn't look like there's any significant damage or any kind of fender rub looking on the tires as he pulls back out on the racetrack. But again, the 162 of Andrew Smith coming into the pit area to get checked out. And I'm not sure how the call goes, but I believe since he did go to the pits, he goes to the rear of the field now, and he will give up the lead as he was in the front row. And he will go to the tail. Crazy turn of events for Andrew Smith in the 162 out of Pooler, Georgia. This is now going to advance up the front row of Casey Shane and Jonathan Surratt now. The front-wheel drives have never competed here at East Alabama Motor Speedway. By the way, race fans, update on the driver on the back straightaway. Round of applause. He is okay. He climbed out of the car. He was talking with the safety crews. We were just waiting for it to come back through the radio. He is okay, the driver that was involved in that incident on the back straightaway. So, of course, that's the number one thing that we could be able to pass along here. Again, race fans, we'll get ready for the Dave Thomas Home Collection donation drive. We'll have all the drivers in all of the classes come into the grandstands. We'll be raising money for the Dave Thomas Home Collection, the Dave Thomas Foundation. And again, the proceeds go towards helping out children's with orphanages and foster children and all that stuff being adopted. So again, the Dave Thomas Home Collection, that will be going on here before the National Late Model Supercar Series 75 lap 5,000 to win feature. And that's going to be a humdinger. coming up. Me and Michael Patton will have the call for that one on the 3 and Out Sports Network. For those that are checking us out on our coverage, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. One lap complete. Andrew Smith, the front row car, having issues, goes to the pits. He'll go to the tail. That now makes up road number 1 between Casey Shane and Jonathan Surratt.